I'm with the Bella twins. How you doing? How you feeling? Okay, you got the. I'm peeping the Eagles memorabilia, the situation already.
I'm not taking off, no.
You're sticking with it
until after Sunday.
Sleep in it, wake up in it, do our day in it.
We're doing it all.
Did you bring other options, or is it just these two?
Other Eagles. Other Eagles options.
We do have a bunch of other Eagle options.
Okay, so you're repping the Eagles for sure. What I love is that the people who ride for you, like y'all ride for the Eagles, mean it through thick and thin. What does it mean to have like fans like that, to have people who support you no matter what? That doesn't mean they agree all the time, but that they're down, they ride for you.
It's the best thing. I mean, our Bella Army is why we are what we are today. And Brie and I are just so grateful for them, and they help you actually be better people, because you have these people that, you know, believe in you so much and you don't want to let them down. It's like, you're like, I need to be here for them. So they make us better, and they are why we are who we are.
Right?
Yeah.
And the podcast, I feel like, is so successful. I feel that people love how you share, what you share on the podcast. Have you ever said anything on the podcast you're like, now why did I just say? Because I do feel like the podcast does have a tendency. We share more in that space than we would otherwise, right?
Yeah, and get emotional too.
Yes. Well, for sure, and it's crazy because even just being moms, we'll share stories where we kind of failed as a mom. We're like, oh, this week, like, I just wish I did it different, and explain a little mom guilt. But then all of a sudden you'll say it out loud and you're like, wait, am I going to get judged?
Right. Is this going to be what cancels me, this part right here? This is going to be, is this it right here?
Oh, well, I mean, especially when we do the live podcast shows.
Yes.
Because that's there, and we're always in places that have alcohol, and we're in a moment. You know, mine usually goes to a rated RX situation. Yeah, so people just get a little jaw drop.
Her mind's in the gutter all the time.
You know, when it turns 7, 8 p.m. and we're having conversations,
what do you
it's
expect?
Just there.
What do you expect?
That's my late night.
Right?
Yeah.
But I do love how candid you both are. I do love how you really do share the ups, the downs, the in-betweens. I was surprised that pulling off a wedding in 4 weeks, I don't even, just thinking about what I'm going to eat for lunch has me stressed out.
Yeah.
I mean, how?
I feel like, I birthed a baby boy, and I'm a mom, and I feel like when it came to wedding stuff, I'm like, how hard can it be? I mean, you call people and you're like, hey, can I get flowers on this day? And can I book this day? Well, that's what I thought. So I was like, this is perfect. Right?
Bree's like, no.
Right? And then I did realize that it's not that easy. But you know what I liked about it?
What?
I don't suggest it completely for everyone, but the one thing that I did like about it is it forces you to be in the moment and be spontaneous.
It does.
And I actually
roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches. I wasn't a Bridezilla because I was like, oh, that didn't work out. Of course, it's 4 weeks away. I had no expectation.
Bree's like, well.
So Bridezilla
was not at all, and Artem backs it.
Uh-oh.
You think there was a Bridezilla?
Was there a moment?
No,
Was there
Honorzilla?
What?
It was like at one point I was like, are you getting married or me?
Well, I think because I was stressed out because I was really the wedding planner, maid of honor. I felt like I was the bookkeeper, the assistant, the everything. So, of course, you were not
you
stressed.
are, my sidekick, right? I'm Batman. This is Robin.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, was there a moment? Let me in, Brie. Let me in. It's me and you. Was there a moment where you were like, okay, sis, you're going to need to take it down a couple notches?
So there was a couple times where I was just like with venue because my sister picked Paris in August, but that's their vacation time. So we're very limited. And she was kind of with some spots like, nope. And I was like, that's being
truthful.
I know, but this is what you did to yourself.
Right.
You picked Paris. No one's working right now.
But what would I go do when it didn't work out? I didn't cry about it. I didn't freak out. I just go find a really great champagne bar and just drink some champagne and be on to the next. Look, she's digging. She's trying.
Bree's
That's how chill I was.
Bree's like, yeah, okay, you might feel that way.
That's what for me, I guess I was just so stressed out. I guess it wasn't easy and relaxing and fun for me. But
that sucks for you. It was for me.
She was sipping champagne. I'm calling venues. I'm like,
right? Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of a Bridezilla, right?
I mean, I'll tell you this. I have seen some scary situations with the brides. Like, I've got some friends who got married. We're not going to name any names. Insert name, right? Ding! No, just kidding. But I mean, it can get stressful. It can. What has been one of the things that you guys have talked about, shared on the podcast, that you were surprised at the reception, that you were like, man, I think this is a really cool reception that this is getting. I think the people are really relating to this in a way I didn't expect.
I think anytime Brie and I talk about real life, like being moms, because we are very hands-on moms. So I think when we talk about the truth in that, and just also how we feel as human beings, being in the spotlight, when we see the negativity online, how social media can affect us, just the ups and downs that we go through in our relationships. I think people are sometimes shocked, like, they share that, like, wow, maybe you keep some stuff in, but Brie and I just want people to know, like, we're human beings too. And everyone goes through something. Everyone has survived something and has overcome something. And so Brie and I, we get such a great response when we talk about those things. Because, you know, we do feel like we're living day superheroes, but we went through a lot to get there. And we just want to share stories so people can also overcome all that, like how we did.
And have some base of reference of like, okay, if they made it through it, this is the way they framed it, and they were able to look at it in a way that felt like a win rather than a loss. Maybe they can too.
Exactly. And we just don't want anyone to ever feel alone. And I think with mental illness now, sometimes we always want to hide things, and we're too afraid to like tell someone how we're really feeling or what we're going through. And that's why the Bella's podcast is so good, because you will listen to us and you're like, oh gosh, I am not alone. We will make you feel good about yourselves. Yes, and that's like our big thing, is like we don't want anyone to ever feel alone. Listen to us. We'll tell you all the things that we don't do right, because there's a lot. Right. And so we want you to feel like equal to that.
I want to leave you on this, because we've got, I think, a little bit of a, we got this Rihanna concert happening on, would you grab a Rihanna concert happening on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently there's a football game wrapped around the Rihanna concert. It's so weird, this Rihanna situation. So I want to know what you're feeling, okay? We've got, okay. So we've got Shine Bright Like a Diamond, Bitch Better Have My Money, or Love on the Brain. What's your Rihanna mood? You have your own. What's your Rihanna mood?
I mean, Love on the Brain.
Love on the Brain.
Love on the Brain. I danced with Artem with that on Dancing with the Stars.
Yep.
And it's just, but Love on the Brain, I feel like I always have love on the brain.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Where you going? Where you going, Brie? Where you going?
I mean, you're being upstaged come Sunday, because I'm going to be shining bright like a diamond.
You know what? My Love on the Brain equals a Super Bowl championship for the Eagles. So there you go.
Oh.
2023's Bree's year, everyone.
Let's go.
She keeps saying 23 Brie.
23 Brie.
23 Brie. 23
She
Brie.
even hashtagged
23.
it once.
You know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Thank you.
Get you. Listen, you might need. I mean, if 23 Brie, you might. Bitch, better have my money.
You know it.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
This right here, that's Brie. That's my year.
That's what Jalen Hurts is going to be doing after he gets MVP.
Uh-oh.
He's going to the Eagles owner going,
Yeah.